happening? This ain't no typical jet service. Going on, world. Really just getting on here, trying this free stream out, see what it's hitting on. You I know it's been a couple days since I talked to y'all too, man. Like maybe a week or so, man. I ain't really been doing nothing on Facebook, YouTube. This will be the first thing I really put on Facebook in a while, man. I really, you know, got my reservations about Facebook and some of the posts or something, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, what's been going on out there? Everybody doing good, doing great. How are you? Me? I'm out here, man. Getting it, going, man. Y'all know how that is. If you don't, you need to get on some business. Find out what that shit is. But no, for y'all that don't been follow me on Instagram lately. You know what I'm saying? Last couple weeks I've been doing this doing my little Bible study, man. It ain't no flugazy shit, no goddamn. I ain't coming out, don't be coming on that thing. I'm finna come out no scripture. It ain't that type of church. I'm talking about real church. You know what I mean? I've been doing my Bible studies on Wednesday. This is what I call it. You know what I'm saying? It's just my little rant and rave. I speak my what I feel like speaking on, and uh, been doing that. And I've been hitting them with the church bulletins. You know what I'm saying, here and there. But the real ultimate goal, man, is to do this thing on Sundays, man. Of course, live streaming. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be more of a panel of folks that get on there. You know what I'm saying? Discussing things, speak on life, what's going on. You know, business, how to get money. You know, how to invest your money. All kinds of little things, man, just to help us got doggone be better and be great. I know it's not what everybody want us to be, but fuck what everybody else wants you to be. What you want to be. Like, man, trust me, man. It's so much stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that I could really just tap on right now that I'm not going to. I'm just gonna keep that on my pad and put it in on in real conversation. We all out here just trying to live our lives, man, trying to do our thing. You, me, and everybody else around here. Yeah, keep your eyes open. What y'all got going this Saturday though, man? All that hoopla. What y'all got going on this Saturday? It's supposed to be a big weekend in Atlanta, man. A lot of things going on, man. A lot of things to see. Get out there, take your families and your kids out there and see what's going on. Y'all be safe though at all times, man. You know, these folks is out shit. Is out here and they lurking, they watching, man. They ain't even just got doggone them bars no more, man. You gotta be careful of everybody. Don't be scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's the real talk. Don't be scared of nobody. But just be prepared, man. Be ready. Go down and hit a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear somebody asking, like, you know what I'm saying, why am I doing church? I ain't entitled to church. Man, if you've been around me last 3, 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Man, one of my main catchphrases is church, man. I mean, somebody say, "Hey, man, why you say church?" I somewhere I forget what I was saying. Hey, man, why you saying church? I'm like, man, because you supposed to get the truth, right? If somebody saying it's real, something that's true, I'm like, man, that's church. All right, church, cool, church. That's just me. And I always been crappy, man. That's just me. Feel like I got a lot, you know what I'm saying, to conversate about, a lot to put out there. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying, it's just, I don't know, I guess you can consider this like a disclaimer almost of some sort. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna be on here preaching to you. That ain't my job, man. All that people preaching to you and telling you, and if I ain't mistaken, y'all Bible say, what the Bible says, uh, you know what I'm saying, it says, you know what I'm saying, we all fall short of the glory. Yeah, teach me too. And I ain't look, and this my thing. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, everything in church is flawed and everything in church is good. I ain't saying that at all. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, this was it. I don't like when people get on this thing or get in real life, man, in life and be like get on this hyper preaching shit. It's real hyper. Oh, I gotta preach to you. I gotta tell you about yourself. I gotta tell you about yourself. Hey, what? Packed up here, boy. I'm gonna try to ride the steerbooks and get me some coffee, man. Y'all know how I am. Gotta get me some coffee. I'm headed out to do something else. Maybe I should go. The Starbucks. Busting. Nah, you listen, like I said, I'm not saying everything in church is bad or everything in church is good or I agree or disagree with everything in church, but it's a lot of things about about it that I don't like or I don't agree with. You know what I mean? But it's not for me to judge. I'm not gonna sit here and judge you about it because it's not my job. That's between you and whoever you claim to be your God or your Lord or your whatever you want to call it. I just feel like this. The key to all that, you know what I'm saying, is really based off love, man. If y'all really want to be on some real, it's really based off love. I've told somebody this before. I believe the first religion, it wasn't no, it wasn't. If you read the one saying, God created heaven and earth, you know what I'm saying, Adam and Eve, 7 days and all this other good stuff. Never once in that 7 days did he declared, hey, y'all are Christians. Never once in that 7 days he described you as a certain religion. He made you he made this world off of love. He made you off of love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, out of love. You get what I'm saying? So this whole, oh, I'm this and I'm this, I'm this and I'm that. Man, that sound like gang shit to me. That shit sound like gang shit to me. I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm Jewish, I'm this and the third. Man, that shit sound like I'm Crip, I'm Blood, I'm this, nothing, all these other entities that's in this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? I have my reservation. That's on one part of it, man. And I have my reservations about God doggone about relationships, man. You know what I'm saying? I can speak on it. I've been in them. I've been out of them. I've been married, and I am married. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak onto that. A lot of folks be speaking on relationships. Ain't even ain't been one. Can't tell you how to got doggone maintain one. And I ain't saying I'm perfect of anything. Please believe that. Oh my God, boy. Please believe that. I ain't perfect. But am I aiming to be perfect? Fuck no. No such thing, man. But I do believe in perfect imperfections, though. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm already, see, this is what I do on Wednesdays, man. I rent, but I really will have more of a, on Wednesdays, Sundays, I had really more of guideline of what I'm talking about. It could go left, it could go right off of what I'm talking about, but I have a basis. Really, right now, I'm just really trying to see how this restream work. Uh, let y'all know about what's going on, what's popping. Uh, let y'all know, keep your ears tuned, man. Keep your ears tuned to it, cause it's I got plans for this thing, man. It's not gonna be like this format. You know what I mean? For long. Got different avenues I'm trying to got doggone push on this thing, man. Like I feel like you know what I'm saying. I should have been had me a live stream or a podcast, man. I will. Goddamn, I'm a conversationalist, man. I can talk, bro. You know what I'm saying, and I can hear. That's all thing. A lot of people like to talk, 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 talk. Not too many people know how to listen real well, man. And you know, a lot of people listen to, you know what I'm saying, actually have genuine listening skills, and a lot of people just listen just so they can respond. Hear really nothing what you said. They hear a couple key points, and they already got what they ready to say. They're just waiting for you to got doggone give them a pause. You know what I'm saying? A little pause on what you saying so they can speak. And you know, everybody is entitled to be the way they are. But I think listening is one of the biggest skills you can have, bro. I did a lot of listening before I started doing this, man. You know, I could have been started this live stream podcast. Been started this dog and did something with it and do it and gonna do something with this one. But it's just, you know, it wasn't my time. I didn't feel ready for it, you know what I'm saying? But then I got to what got really going. I started reading The Ways of the Superior Man, which if nobody has read it, or if you black, especially black men, if y'all ain't read it, man, y'all need to get your hands on it and dive into it. And if you don't read, man, they got it on audiobook. So there's really no reason for you not to get this information, get this work. You know what I mean? But me, I was listening to it, and it was just basically like saying, you got something you want to do, what you waiting for? Do it now. You know what I'm saying? Do it right now. What's the point of waiting? You know, who you waiting on, or what are you waiting on? It'll never be the perfect time to start anything. You just got something. Sometimes it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You've done all the, but it's real. Even then, even if you've done all the study and all the research, it's never really a perfect time to start anything. You just got to have the balls and go for it. You know. And me, I feel like, you know, another thing. You know, on when you come to church, this church right here, man, CTN Church, man, when you come to it, man, I'm a I'm gonna keep this clear. I'm an advocate for women, but at the same time, I'm gonna call you on your shit because a lot of stuff, man. It seems like that's the big wave of women ain't this and women ain't that. Like I'm not gonna say women ain't this and women ain't that, but there's certain things that women do that put themselves in situations for a motherfucker like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Talk all this riffraff. And really, I think it's time for it though. You know what I'm saying? I really do think it's time for it because you know, uh, men, black men in particular, been getting it for years, man. We've been getting it since we got here. We've been getting that foot side niggas since we got here. You know what I mean? With no fail at all. Calling us, oh, we ain't this, we can't do that. Da, 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 da. See, at first you had got doggone your ops or your oppressors, whatever you want to call them. All of it falls under the option. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. You had them, you know what I'm saying, degrading you, you know what I'm saying, buck breaking and all this other good stuff, you know what I'm saying, to demean the black man. And you know, and it's one thing we came to it saying like this is how the white man is. This is how the white man is. Even though we don't like it, we think it's unfair, this and third. But this we you come to the concept that this is how they are. Cool. That's straight. It's not right, but I know. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I feel like then, they took it a step further, you know what I'm saying, and made sure that they put this shit in the ears, in the hearts, and in the minds of your woman. So it's one thing for me to sit here and call you this, that, and third. You out in the work world, you got doggone, you sweat, you breaking your back, you know what I'm saying? You trying to make $1 out of 15 cents and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, when I step out in this world, that the system, the man, whatever you want to call that, you know what I'm saying, it's not for me. It's gonna be against me. And I gotta keep my head up, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep 10 toes to the ground, man. And I gotta let the wind be on my back and keep me pushing. You feel what I'm saying? But what they do, they took it amongst themselves, like, all right, cool. I think they're starting to get to the concept. You know what I'm saying? This might not be the direct conversation they had, but like, I think they're starting to get into the concept of getting used to the fact of that they know that we don't, you know what I'm saying? So what's the best thing we can do? How can we really affect them to a point where we know it's gonna hit them hard? Hmm. Your woman. Your woman. You know what I'm saying? He can, like I said, you're gonna get used to, you're gonna got not necessarily comfortable, but you come to the acceptance of what the world and what the system is going to be towards you. And cool beans, that may be so. But it's different when you got to come home to that. You got to come home to you ain't shit, or you got to come home to black man ain't this, or y'all fall short of this and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So women, they don't understand the role that they play. And I think, and I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. See what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take it all the way back. I think women do know the role they play. You know what I'm saying? And they just gotten so fucking good at it and so comfortable with it that change is like, huh? This works for me. I got rid of you, black man, and my Uncle Sam has came in and saved the day. He's giving me housing. He's giving me food stamps. You know what I'm saying? He's giving me this. He's giving me that. I'm straight. I don't need you, nigga. That's how they think. I believe though, you know. And I really, and I think, and then even with that though, you know what I'm saying? They've caught, you know what I'm saying? They got doggone infiltrated our woman. And when you infiltrate, you know what I'm saying? A woman is key to a lot of things. She can start a war or end a war. She can bring peace or she can bring destruction. You get what I'm saying? And everybody know this. I don't give a damn if you white, black, Chinese. Everybody know that. We got, you know what I'm saying, us men, we out here on focus, we driven, we gotta have a plan, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying, we're very routine based, you know what I'm saying? As much as we try to, you know what I'm saying, diversify shit, men are very routine based. We're simple. We're not really complex at all. You know what I mean? As you can man, you can dude, you can have all the accolades you want to. The man to his core is simple. I ain't calling men no simp. There's a difference. I'm just saying we're simple in the things that you know what I'm saying, that we desire. And when you come in and when you come in and have this simplicity, then you bring your woman that has been indoctrinated and been got on, you know what I'm saying, been infiltrated, and she takes that simplicity and makes everything difficult. It's not even her choice. She probably don't even realize that she's doing it. You know what I mean? Don't realize that she's, you know what I'm saying, that she's playing, she's being your op. Real shit, man. We got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these we see all in the streets. Oh, these are ops, these are ops, these are, you know what I'm saying, this is a op, this is a op, that's a op, oh my dead ops, this all this op shit. Never realize, man, one of your main ops is in your household or down the street or that next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I was saying, like that's one thing. You don't got your woman. You know what I'm saying? They infiltrated, but you gotta take it as this as well though. They did that shit way back. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy shit. The shit that women are doing now, or the way they've been acting for the last 40 years, black women have been acting for the last 40 years. This shit, that seed was planted in the minds of black men, children, women. Oh, for this shit was planted into our community during slavery time. It's just really coming to fruition and it's really crystal clear because people are starting to respond to it. At first, you know what I'm saying, and like the 80s and all this other stuff, you just had to come to, you know what I'm saying, acceptance of, oh, this is it, women's liberation, and they, you know what I'm saying, this is the thing, these black women marching with these white women, and they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I've said that before I even had my live stream. You know what I'm saying? They marching with these women, and they shouldn't be. And now it's like these women are so lost that they stuck on that women are so lost that they stuck on being independent and strong. Strong and independent, strong and independent, strong and independent. And I said this on my one of my Bible studies on my Instagram. Like I said, I haven't put none of this is my first on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I said this one, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are black women the only ones that have to be strong and independent? They don't know why. They just know they have to be strong and independent. They give you a whole bunch of the world is this, world is this. But who planted that seed in y'all mind that y'all have to be strong and independent? Because it's just not like something that just popped out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? You don't put a seed in the ground and the next day you got a full blown flower. You gotta water it. You gotta put some sunlight. You gotta put some tender love and care into it. You know what I'm saying? So when was this seed planted? And who invested in that seed so much that, hey, you know what? That's we should go by that. We should go by that. That's that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We women's liberation. We need our rights. Need our rights. Now tell me this: if the man is three fifths of the black man is 3/5 of a man, what do you think the woman is? So the situation, this whole liberation and shit, that shit wasn't even meant for y'all. Cause y'all, you know what I'm saying? In they eyes, y'all less than us. Mm. I don't even order my Starbucks, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you had the women liberation and white women, they did they thing, they got whatever liberations they wanted, and black women, they got shit in return. They didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying? Really shit. They got nothing. They was just a part of it. Felt good to be a part of it. Felt cool to be a part of it. But when it was all over said and done, maybe a few of y'all will stay, you know what I'm saying, crossed over well enough to got doggone feel some effects of it. But never once, you know what I'm saying? It was the whole I am woman, human wood, Maori, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Woman, human wood, burn your bras, and you know what I'm saying? We want to be recognized and all this other good stuff. You know what I mean? We have, you know what I'm saying? Women are naturally strong. Y'all bear children. Y'all pause for a second.
Thank you for choosing Service for Food Press. My name is Mel. What's yours?
Nah, man. But they did the whole liberation, and when black women was stuck with this, I had to be strong and independent, strong and independent, strong and independent. But with that statement, you automatically pushing your man away. And with that statement, and within your heart, you know that you need, you know what I'm saying, you know you need your black man, but you know what I'm saying, you finna push this whole message of being strong and independent, strong and independent. Now you strong and independent by yourself. See, you know what I'm saying? And this is my shit on you take that a little bit further, you know what I mean? To really expand on it. Like black women, we took on the plight of some of a fight that we shouldn't have been a part of. Y'all should have been a part of. Then y'all adopted this narrative that y'all have to be strong and independent. You know what I'm saying? And that y'all, you know what I'm saying, shit on black men, you know what I'm saying, without impunity. Just you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all don't, and it's not even all women. See, when the white liberation, I don't even think they was considering the black man. But they, you know what I'm saying, they was like men. You know what I mean? But black women took it amongst themselves that mean we need to take our men. You know what I mean? Take y'all man. Y'all man. Y'all did, you know what I'm saying? Destroying y'all own man. You know? You know what I'm saying? Or y'all, you know what I'm saying? Then here comes strong and independent. But not once, unless you just extreme dykish lesbian, whatever, you know what I'm saying, feminist, that type of shit. And I don't believe in that shit, that dykish shit, lesbian shit neither. You know what I'm saying? That's a hoax and some bullshit. Uh but nah, you know what I'm saying, you adapt this model of being strong and independent. Y'all the only ones chanting this shit. Only ones chanting this shit. Only ones that's really out here. Even white women that don't like men, they ain't out here. They not out here pinpointing white men that they don't like. If a man do something they don't like, then they'll pinpoint that man. But y'all, you know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta be strong and independent. Strong and independent. But these white women know. These Hispanic women know. These Chinese women know. We need our man. It's cool for us to be strong and independent and feel entitled and feel included, you know what I'm saying, not excluded, you know what I'm saying, feel like we're part of the conversation. But they know they need their man though. They know that. That goes without fail. Oh, young guy. Yes, sir. What's up, man? Yeah. Yes, sir. How's your day going, man? Doing pretty good, man. I just got here like 30 minutes ago. Oh man. Oh, so you long day. I was about to say, yeah, you right at the top of it. Appreciate it. Of course. How you have a good one, man? See you. And everybody, but you know what I'm saying, y'all on black women on ones that entitled that they adopted that narrative and have been got doggone and suffered because of it. Like, what have y'all gained from that strong and independent? Except for a motto, a slogan, something to put on a t-shirt. How the fuck is you strong and independent and you got damn dependent on the system? Get me? How's you strong and fucking independent and you got damn you still need a nigga? I don't give a fuck if you have a baby with a nigga and goddamn you don't want to be with him no more. You're gonna come to me for child support. Why? Cause you need me. Cause it's not, oh, I want you. I need you to take care of your responsibility. Cool, you're supposed to do that, man. You're supposed to do that. You know what I mean? But you still need me. You're not independent. And if you don't get what you need or what you want from me, you finna go call your Uncle Sam because you're so strong and independent. You finna go call uh the strong, you know what I'm saying? Call Uncle Sam, call all your government officials. Hey, I need you to go get him. But you're a strong and independent, powerful bitch, ain't you? Yeah. And I ain't got no problem calling y'all no bitch neither. Yeah, I don't. Why? Y'all call yourself a bitch. Y'all want to be equal and shit, 50-50 on shit. Where if you can call yourself a bitch, I can call you a bitch too. You get offended, that's your problem. If you don't get offended when you call yourself a bitch, the fuck why you get offended when I call you a bitch? I'm just got doggone applauding. I'm helping you act. That's what you want to be, bitch. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how all this. You know what I'm saying? I watch, listen to other shit. I don't know how all it works. But y'all might get offended, but I don't give a fuck, man. I think I've really gotten to that point, man. I don't give a fuck. I think that's what took me to get to this, to make these streams and shit, bro. I already hit shit attitude, but it's really, I guess, the older I get, the more I see, the more I hear, the more bullshit that's put out there. You just gotta get to a point where you don't care, dog. People want to hear me preaching a lot of black righteousness, a lot of black righteousness. But I'm gonna tell you this though, what goes with that? I'm not anti anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Look. Like I said, I got my feelings about that lesbian shit. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, that shit's a hoax. That shit came from that women's liberation shit. You know what I'm saying? Some con shit that white women put on black women. I do believe so. You know what I'm saying? And you can argue with me on what you can argue with me on it, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready for you know what I'm saying, for the I don't like you saying this, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it. My skin is nice and tough, but it's smooth too though. Don't get it wrong. It's good. It's taking care of it. Well, wait. Don't fuss about that. Everybody got an opinion. And not everybody's gonna like your opinion. And one of my main things I say, and you've heard before in life, opinions are like assholes, man. Everybody got one. All on stink. You know? It's her best time, not baby. But now I'm not anti anything. I'm not anti-white. I'm not anti-Asian. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti any of them alphabet boys, any of that alphabet shit. I'm not anti any of it. Because why? That's your body. You do with your body what you want to do with your body. You answer to who you want to answer to. I don't have a heaven to put you in. I mean, kick you out of, or a hell to put you into. Do I agree with it? No. Depending on what it is. Depending on what you know what I'm saying. I don't agree with it. But it's not my life though. Shit, cause I can love you and hate you. I think everything really is based off yin and yang, man. All this other shit, all these other what they call pronouns and shit now is another form of keeping people separated, keeping people got doggone against each other. And at the same time, it's made you the fear to speak, but it keeps people separated. You know what I mean? All this, you know what I'm saying, is to keep people from really got doggone understanding that it ain't about none of this shit y'all talking about. What you do inside your bedroom, or you know what I'm saying, that's your business. But I feel like this though. If you put your business out there on Front Street, out here on social media and all this other shit, why the fuck is you getting offended if somebody say something about it? Because they didn't post your shit. They didn't go looking for it. You put it up there for people to look at. In your eyes, it's something beautiful. But you gotta understand again, everybody got opinions and they entitled to it. But let you say something about one of these mofos, it's gonna be a problem. Sensitive as fuck. But motherfucker so strong and shit. I know y'all women feel. I know women feel shit. I know a lot of y'all women feel shit as fuck. I do know that shit. Y'all sit around with your gay friend. All you hang around all the girls. All you know what I'm saying. Your gay friend hang around all the girls. You know what I'm saying. Woo woo. Yeah, he gay. He's a dude. He's gay. You know what I'm saying. And hey, that's what it is. He's gay. All right, cool. We hang around all the bitches. Y'all, hey, this is my gay partner. This is my gay friend. No, 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 this and third. Now that gay, y'all gay friend is telling y'all ain't even women. They a woman. What makes a woman? And y'all ain't it. When did that shit become something? What is a woman? Like when did that become a question? When did we have to sit down and have a goddamn world discussion of what is a woman? What makes a woman? Yeah, that shit bogus, bro. That shit is so fucking bogus. Shit. Oh, I believe that's how I feel. I recognize this. That shit funny. It's just like me saying I recognize as a Cadillac. I recognize as a car. Call me a Cadillac. Call me, call me no goddamn human. Man, I'm a car. A full blown Cadillac. Gangsta white walls. Diamond in the back. I'm all that, man. Fuck is that shit? What is that, man? I swear to God, that shit is it's sad, but it's funny. Like, when did that shit become something? We had to sit down and I had to ask this homosexual man, what makes a woman? What is transgender? Whatever. What is a woman? You want my opinion? Nah. I'm gonna tell you this. Basically, I'm gonna tell you this. A woman, you know what I'm saying? The anatomy of a woman is born with a vagina. Not no cyberbox. You're born with a vagina. You're born with your cha-cha. You know what I'm saying? You just have that estrogen, natural born estrogen, which men and women both have testosterone and estrogen, which comes out more. You know what I'm saying? You got women with goddamn mustaches and shit. They just got a lot of testosterone. You know what I mean? Now something she can really control. You know what I mean? But a woman is born with a vagina, born with you know what I'm saying, breasts. They don't develop until later on. Now this, you know what I'm saying. A woman has a menstrual cycle. That's just basic anatomy of a woman. If you're not born with those things and that you don't within years or when you get to your adolescent, whatever age it is that women, I know it can vary, that you start a menstrual cycle. If you never in your life gonna start a menstrual cycle, I don't give a fuck. Even if you do take your penis and do some stupid ass shit to give yourself a cyber box, you're not gonna have a menstrual cycle because you have a cyber box now. You just have a warped piece of material that's sitting up below your waistline. Some dead material. You killed yourself. And anything that was supposed to come from you, you killed that. That's on you. But if you don't have those things, born with those things, born with the expectancy of a menstrual cycle, born with the expectancy of bearing a child, that makes a woman. That, I don't know, man. That shit, man, niggas tripping. That motherfuckers is tripping. Shit. Y'all give me a minute, but I'm gonna drop some out my some stuff. I just supposed to drop this. We drop this damn cord off. I just and where did women become so scared of men? I don't necessarily play, y'all. Some of these niggas is creepy as fuck. Some of them are creepy, man. But it's just so, and I hate these creepy motherfuckers, man. I'll tell you why I hate the creepy motherfuckers. Because it makes it difficult for good guys and decent black men to got doggone be accepted as being a decent man. Tell you why I say such things. Tell you why I say such a thing. Because just on GP, y'all ain't want to say that. Nah, I'm gonna give y'all a story real quick. Quick little story. A couple weeks ago, I'm over here doing something for my sister yard, you know what I'm saying? I see some ladies down the street. They're unloading some shit out their car. It looks pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying? And as being a dude, I'm out here already. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do y'all need some help? You know what I'm saying? These black women tell me, no. And I see him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not feeling true. Like I'm not that dude. Like I asked, I offered. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it, you deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's an old lady, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like she's just being hard headed. Or anyway. But these, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they wasn't capable, or they didn't have the strength or the know how to do what they need to do. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that you so preconditioned from your mamas and your aunties and your grandmamas to be strong and independent that when a man comes and offers you a little help, it makes you seem as if you're weak. Like now, sister, I'm born with the anatomy to lift and to got doggone push and to pull. This is what I do. It's not something I'm just saying. Just I'm stepping outside of my boundaries as a man. No, this is what I do. I'm trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? This shit looks difficult. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard for me to say because, you know what I'm saying? I grew around a strong, strong, independent mama. You know what I'm saying? She's strong, man. She ain't nothing weak about her. You know what I mean? And that's just I think that's just a black woman's essence anyway. She just carries a certain strength about herself. But when you start preaching that I'm strong and independent, it's certain shit that's gonna come back to you with your strong and independence. You say I'm strong and I'm independent. Okay, let's how can you be strong and independent and in a relationship? Then okay, you say you're strong and independent, and women like they always want to do the that I want to be 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. All right, but is this shit gonna really be 50-50? What it like really? I don't even want to get on that. I just really want to hear what a woman what is 50-50 to a woman. What really is the 50-50 mark for a woman? Y'all hold on for a moment, man. Whatever. Nah, but yeah, man, women, I can't tell y'all how to live. I can't tell y'all what. I just say, man, a lot of stuff y'all been preconditioned to know and to learn. Fuck y'all. But then I can't sit here and necessarily blame women. Because brother man, we've allowed this shit. We've allowed this shit. We have, man. You knew what the trickery was that would come from the man. We knew the trickery, you know what I mean? And we seen it. And we just sat there and we sat back, man. We as niggas, man, we black men, we sat back. Fuck that nigga shit. We as black men, we sat back and watched and allowed our god doggone world to be continuously turned upside down. Not from the We knew what they was doing from the outside trying to get in, but we allowed them to continuously turn our world upside down from the inside out. We allowed our women to become uh weapons. We allowed them to become weapons to be used against us. Set back, man. And it's like, and it's I don't think like in the beginning, I don't think it was necessarily we just sat back and watched it. I think that the black man had so much going on, so much that he had to deal with that he didn't notice. He didn't notice because you got all right, you got the woman at a certain point in time, like even black women, like that whole even with that women's liberation, women, them white women was trying to get the right to work and shit like this, and man, black women, y'all been picking cotton since y'all got here. Y'all been playing mammy since y'all got here. Y'all been playing got doggone housemaid since y'all got here. So what is y'all? What was y'all? What man? All right, okay. You know what I'm saying? So you got we lot, you know what I'm saying? We got black men out here that, you know what I'm saying? You got the woman, she's at the house. She's, you know what I'm saying, this little house to the kids and, you know what I'm saying, whatever goes on around that house, the ins and outs of that house. While the man is out here trying to scrape and scratch to make enough to feed and to put a house over and put clothes on his family back. Take care of his god doggone responsibilities. So for which we were saying we don't take care of our responsibilities. We was getting out here scratching and scraping while y'all was at the house with his kids, you know what I'm saying? We was out here scratching and scraping to make sure everybody had what they needed. It might not have been the fanciest, not might have been the best, but black men, they was out there trying. They was trying to get it. But at the same time, you got these black women that's sitting in the house, right? And this was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You had your white missionary women that would come speak to you black women. Or they hearing all, you know what I'm saying? They left by themselves with other women. You know what I'm saying? Not saying women can't be together, but you got they sitting around here with other women hearing the same message, hearing the same message, getting slowly but surely indoctrinated, getting seeds planted in them, but slowly. And then you know what I'm saying? It's just over time. All right, cool. It's not man, not black man, not noticing that because we got so much other shit that we dealing with. When we as soon as we step out into the world, we got our foot. We wake up black. So we already know we are target. But when we step out into that world, we put our foot over that threshold into the world. That target has become visible, has become vulnerable. You dig what I'm saying? So you know, say you're doing all this induction and while he's out there doing this, and she's up here with the other women, they talking and this, that, and the third. They, however they, you know, what I'm saying, congregated. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your black man. He don't been dealing with this all this, when you don't come on, so he really don't really notice what the fuck is going on. Which I think that might have been the tactic. Keep him so distracted with everything else, because he's gonna have to bear the world on his shoulders when he step out. He got to bear the world and protect y'all at the same time on his shoulders. Carry that. So all right, let me keep him so fucking distracted. While we got him distracted, the real game plan is to really get into these women's heads. We gotta get into the black woman's head. Because it seems that he can deal with all this shit in the world, you know what I'm saying? Being vulnerable to the world as a target, he has to deal with this every day. And he don't got to the point that he's cool. He knows what the world is gonna offer, but he feels a peace of solitude when he comes home. He's not so vulnerable anymore. Even though he's protecting his family, when he steps home, he feels protected by his family. Yeah. So now that's not working. Can't let that be. You got to get into her head because she controls the tempo. If she's upset, the whole house is going to be upset. If she's happy, the whole house can be happy. Because a woman has a certain energy and radiance that pours over into a man, that he is, even if the hardness of men, a certain woman come around you, she's gonna got doggone make you relax, right? And it might not be necessarily the woman that you with. You know what I'm saying? It could be a stripper or whatever. That right woman, she's gonna make that she gives you off that feminine energy. She's gonna make you relax. All right, we gotta distract her feminine energy. We gotta make downplay it a little bit. Now, get into her head. Got in her head. We got her. And we not noticing. So time goes by from just not noticing to you kind of see it, but it's all right. He watching it. Then you get to the point of now, well, not just recently now, but now, you know what I'm saying, that you're accepting of this shit. What I'm saying, you get to a point where you're accepting of this shit. But at the same time, not saying that you like any of it, but you having to deal with it. It's nasty, you know what I'm saying? You're hearing the ridicule, which when it was once, you know what I'm saying, your house was at peace, you know what I'm saying? God damn, the shit get on me too. When motherfuckers be like, oh, he was doing this, he was goddamn had families over here, and this, that, and third. Bitch, do you not understand? That's not goddamn. That has nothing to do with the fact of goddamn. Even if so, he had a family on the other side of town, right? Right. That information was in that community, in that house. And it's still, and even back then, they still, regardless, oh, he might have a family on the other side of town. They still kept that shit connected. Why? Because they knew they were better together than apart. Shit might be crazy, but ain't none else. This is the world that we live in. We've been brought to this country. This is what it is. We learned from who we talk about. Just like kids, you learn from the teacher or your parents or you know what I'm saying, the adult figure or the one that's got doggone putting out the lesson. The lesson we was learning was coming from him and them in the system, whatever. But we kept our shit. We didn't got doggone feel included that we need to go tell everybody and include and cause this rip. It was fucked up. Not saying it was right, but it was what it was. But they knew we are better together than apart. We can't be apart. Our strength is together. Maybe a little dysfunctional, but it's together. All right. You sit there, all right, now you sit there back and we'll sit here and say not notice it first, then have to deal with it, then you get to a point where it's acceptance. You get to a point where you realize that you can't have that solitude in your house anymore because she's been trained and coerced or trained to label you as ain't shit because that's how the world views you as ain't shit. So they made sure that she viewed you as ain't shit, ain't about shit, ain't gonna do shit. You know, that's what she got to. That's because that's what she was put upon her, and we sat back and watched with our fucking hands crossed. We got so caught in our own fucking bravado of bullshit and got doggone and this here dealing with shit from the world that we forgot that this world, this where we at, it's not meant for us. Our world is within our home. That's our world. We sat back and started dealing with the we sat back and started dealing with the system opposed to dealing with our own our own still dealing with the system opposed to dealing with our family. We so caught up on the system that we start to neglect and forget about our family, purposely or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you notice or not, that's what we did. We black men, we started to know our fucking family. And we sat back and let our women got doggone continuously get indoctrinated instead of like snatching and putting a shield in front of your woman. Putting a shield in front of your woman, like, hey, it's certain shit that's not gonna enter. But what she can do, because again, she's at home. He has to get out there and scrape and scratch. She's not gonna be with him. So the way the world attacks her is gonna be way totally different. But it gets to a point that you can no longer blame them for whatever. Because like I said, man, this seed was planted back during when we was enslaved, bro. But never once did we collectively we tried. You know what I'm saying? It was certain time periods where you know what I'm saying we had the motivation. We had the even though what shit going on, we still had you know what I'm saying some light, some push, some pushback, some fight, and you get stripped of that. Now you sitting here having to deal with it because you don't have nobody. You don't have that fight no more. You don't have that fight back, that pushback no more. We'll sit here and allow the system to fuck our women over. It continues to fuck our women over. Now we get to a point where niggas don't have enough. Black men don't have enough of you got doggone degrading me. Like, bitch, you how long years, this is going on decades that you've been sitting here and degrading me. Not say within like what the last maybe 5 years, maybe six. You've had motherfucker niggas, black men slowly but surely saying like calling y'all out on y'all shit. But it comes a problem when a man starts calling a woman out on her shit because she's been preached to that she's perfect. And she's not the problem. Everything that she do is a cause is aimed towards the solution and shit. Not knowing that every majority of what y'all do has been geared to be towards the destruction of this shit. But again, like I said, that seed was planted way back then. But never once did we say, hey, you know what we finna do? We finna take our axe out, black men. We finna take this axe out. You see this tree? We finna take our axe out. That because we see the tree now. Cause it was a seed. It went from a seed to a flower. You know what I'm saying? That flower grew up into a bush. That bush that has become a tree, and that tree is yielding fruit that is not that is not good. Is dead fruit. You know, and but instead of sitting back here, all right, we're gonna attack them back, and you know what I'm saying, call them on their shit, which we need to do. That's like throwing a little weed eater on the situation. We're gonna throw some weed eater on the situation and call them out on their shit. Let them know, like, hey, we don't like this and third. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to sound like no bitch in the process, but you know what I'm saying? Here we are. This is what I gotta do. But it gets to a point you can't put weed eater on but so much. You're gonna have to take that fucking axe out and cut that tree down. Not only do you have to cut that tree down, once you cut that tree down, you gotta dig that root. You gotta dig into that root and pull that root up. Make sure that shit don't grow back. Do some irrigation on it. But we not doing that. We sitting back complaining, but how are we fixing the situation? Because as much as they on they strong and independent, oh, they getting the bag, and you got women out here that's actually getting it, man. For real, they out here making power plays and power moves and being powerful, and I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I believe all black people should be powerful. You know what I'm saying? But you got to, like I said, you got to cut that tree down, dig that root up, irrigate, and plant some new seeds. Some seeds that's actually, and you know what I'm saying, and some seeds, and plant a new flower. Make her into a new flower. Shit. Make her into a new flower, you know what I'm saying? And the tree that she becomes will yield fruit that will be beneficial to the culture, the people, the community, whatever. But we gotta understand that it's on us because as you well, if you don't want to accept it or not, our women are a reflection of us. Your woman is a reflection of you. Sit back and let that sit into you for a second. We all, you know what I'm saying? We quit to call each other out on shit. Quit call each other, call them out on it. But at some point in time, it's just like you gotta look in the mirror and realize that that woman is looking in the same mirror that you looking in. So she's seeing how you conduct yourself. If you play the weak role, you allow, you know what I'm saying, the man treat you weak, she's gonna treat you weak. You standing on your square and facing this world like head on. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying, that shit don't deter me. I know what's out there. And I still can come home and move throughout the day positively, smiling, and I bring that same energy back into my household. Yeah, yeah. I ain't saying it's gonna be overnight, but yeah. And actually starting to deal with your, you know what I'm saying, actually starting to communicate with your woman and communing and actually unifying with her, opposed to just dealing with her or accepting her crazy and wild fucking moves. Yeah, It'll change. And what that does, you got because it's saying even though women out here getting to their bag and they working and doing all this, they you know what I'm saying, heads of corporations and just producing and all that great shit. Do that shit. Black woman, do that shit. Black man, do your shit. Kudos. Pats on your back. Round of applause to you. But don't sit back and deal with your woman. Just deal with her or just ignore. Like you get to a point where you just accept, like, all right, man, she crazy, man. You know what I'm saying, and it becomes so routine that you ignore it. It become you. You know what I'm saying. You just ignore it, and it just become routine, and not knowing that you really can control and conduct that energy that she has. You are in control of that energy she has. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you have to be don't get I'm not saying that you're responsible for her, you know what I'm saying, for her emotions. You know what I mean? Because the woman is like her emotions are equal to the ocean. Have no really direct flow, have no really set course. It's gonna go where it wants to go. It's gonna move when it wants to move. And you have to be, instead of trying to turn that ocean into a lake where I got control, I got, you know what I'm saying, there's a boundary, you know what I'm saying, of what she can do or what she can't do. Now you creating more of a you create more of a rough waters because you're trying to control that and let, as opposed to letting that be. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying, what you finna do, you're gonna have to build a boat. You're gonna have to be that boat and that ship. And got dog, opposed to try to fight the waves, you're gonna have to learn how to go with that ocean, when to anchor yourself, and know how to stay anchored. Because she's looking for you to stay anchored. Real shit. That woman is looking for you to stay anchored. Because if she's going through an emotion, check this out. If that woman's going through an emotional situation, and you, her husband, or you know, say y'all live together, none of that boyfriend girlfriend shit. That's some other shit. But if y'all on some real shit, y'all committed to each other, and she going through something emotionally, right? And she brings it to you. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? You see it arising. You gotta have to deal with it heads on. You know, don't sit back and try to avoid the situation, or she gets upset, or you know what I'm saying, this I guess she gets certain ways, I just leave. I ignore it. I walk away. You know what I mean? That problem that that shit's still sitting there when you get back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, opposed to, she brings something to you, and she's all over the place. She's all over the place. She's looking to you as strength to how to be calm in the midst of this storm. You just got to be able to draw her into you, opposed to you trying to, let me put a cuff around your emotions. No, no, this other shit. No, you just have to stand fast and be strong and be anchored, because you being anchored will bring her back down to a reality, or bring her back to being anchored. But don't, not saying being anchored as you disconnected, or you're not a part of it. You're anchored where the point is where I'm steadfast, but I still got I still got you in my hand. I'm still holding. And if you hold on to me, when you ain't gotta feel like you finna float off, or you finna, you know what I'm saying, whatever, however now you want to put on it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I realize I ain't gonna say everything the right way, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying, man. You are the strength, bro. Let her be total woman. Let her be total feminine. But you have to be total masculine. And then sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's not saying that people can't be neutral. You got it, and that's some on some other shit that I'll talk about on later day, one day. I don't know, man. Just we just we gotta do more than do better. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect. It's like because it's like an underplay, telling greatness and royalty to do better. I tell you to be royal, be great, man. Our family unit is real shit, man. Cause just the same way them women was sitting back when they was left at home and they was being indoctrinated and they was spreading it amongst themselves. They was talking amongst themselves about it. This, that, and the third. And you know what I'm saying, discussing their woes because women do that. They discussing what's going on, you know what I'm saying, going on around the house and stuff with the kids, with the husband. And then all of a sudden you got this movement coming in like, hey, should be, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to that, y'all been having that, women been having that commune, right? So what you do, what happens when all that positivity, you start practicing that, the men, black men start bringing that positivity into your household, being that responsible and being that anchor and being what you're supposed to be as a man to that household. Nothing less than, you know what I'm saying? Not even if you in a household, if you got kids out here, or you just a black man, period. Period. No, they ain't no gotta do it. You ain't gotta have no kids. Because like they say, it take a village to raise them, right? But you start bringing that positivity into your household where you lay your head, or you know what I'm saying, the people you're around. You start bringing that energy to the women that come into your life, or the women that you just, you know what I'm saying, pass across on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, that right shit. If you understand, I ain't saying that everybody not gonna do it. That's just facts. Everybody's not gonna drink from the cup, but I am. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do the same thing they did back then. Those negative conversations about black men or about the household begin to get replaced with positive conversation that's going on in the household, or you know what I'm saying, thing that positive, just positive shit, just good shit. You know what I'm saying, that's going on within your own little square. You know what I'm saying, or your own little circle. And you know, that woman start having this conversation with this woman. It's a whole different what's going on. It's a whole different you create a whole different type of environment. Because what happens, what's the direct result of all that, and who does it affect directly? All that, we all know 'em, these children, the next generation. It's gonna be an uphill battle because you know what I'm saying, it's something that has to be, because it's a complete uh rewiring. We have to just it's that's basically what it is. It's gonna have to be a complete rewiring of the community. But You got niggas, you got bitches. They gonna be what they gonna be, man. You can just hope for the best and do your part. I just hope that everybody do their part. If you don't, man, that's on you. Don't complain about shit if you ain't out there trying to do shit to fix it. But time back. See, man, but again, that was just look, you know what I'm saying? My bad. See, that's what I do, man. I'm gonna talk about shit, man. I'm gonna say what I got, say what I feel, what comes to me. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this was just supposed to really supposed to just be a test of the Restream app, man, and see how it really worked. And I think I'm pleased with it thus far. And y'all stay powerful, man. Y'all stay strong, man. Check.